Hello, my name is Danielle Metcalf, and I work with the Low Income Taxpayer Clinic with the Legal Aid Society of Columbus. This presentation is for those of you who did not get all of the advanced payments when they were issued in 2020.
The first question is if you are actually eligible for the Recovery Rebate Credit, which was formerly referred to as the Economic Impact Payments when they were being issued in 2020. So, to claim this credit, the following must be true as it applies to tax year 2020. You are a U.S. citizen or resident. You have a valid Social Security number. You are not eligible to be claimed as a dependent on someone else's 2020 tax return, and your income is below any of the thresholds listed below. Eligibility to claim the Recovery Rebate Credit changed between the 2020 credits and the 2021 credits. To claim the Recovery Rebate Credit, the following must be true for tax year 2021. You and your spouse, if you are filing a joint return, are a U.S. citizen or resident. You or someone on your return have a valid Social Security number. You are not eligible to be claimed as a dependent on someone else's 2021 tax return. Please see our video, What Does It Mean to Qualify to be Claimed as Someone's Dependent? For the full credit, your income must be below one of the listed thresholds. Here is an example our low-income taxpayer clinic is seeing. Imagine you were married and had filed jointly with your spouse in 2018, 2019, or 2020. You separated from your spouse and are now eligible to claim the Recovery Rebate Credit as an individual for 2020 or 2021. You think the IRS issued the economic impact payments based on your jointly filed returns. Your ex-spouse received the credit because their account was listed on the return or the check was mailed to them, and they will not give you your portion. What can you do?
Well, there are a few things that you should do. First, check Get My Payment at irs.gov to determine if the stimulus check was actually issued. And then wait for some time to pass. There are some guidelines at irs.gov that before you can take any action, you have to wait 5 days from the deposit date. That the Get My Payment app tells you that the check was deposited and the bank says it hasn't received the payment. 4 weeks since the payment was mailed by check to a standard address for the first EIP, after February 24th, 2021 for the second EIP, 6 weeks since the payment was mailed if you have a forwarding address on file with the local post office for the first EIP, and March 10th, 2021 for the second. So once those dates have passed, you can request a refund trace. You can call the IRS at 800-919-9835 or file a Form 3911 following the instructions in some of the economic impact payment information on the IRS. And I have a direct link there, but you can also just Google file Form 3911 EIP and irs.gov, and it should take you to the same place that will give you the form, instructions on how to fill it out, what to put in the blanks, and the place where you should fax that form.
The IRS will treat taxpayers whose EIP was issued based on a joint return as if they received exactly half of the advanced payment, no matter how much they actually received. That is the amount you should use when reconciling the credit on your 2020 or 2021 return. Please see on our website our video on reconciling your economic impact payment. You may say that this seems unfair, and you are right. The IRS has no procedures in place to make this better. In case the IRS does create procedures, the best course of action is to follow the tracing procedures so that you have proof on hand to show that you did not receive the EIP from the IRS. You should always keep copies of what the IRS sends you. That proof can be used to show a court if your spouse or ex is violating any court orders by keeping the stimulus payment from you.
If you've had problems with claiming the EITC, you may want to reach out to a low-income taxpayer clinic. These clinics can assist taxpayers with audits or examinations, help with IRS collections, and other IRS controversies. The contact information for Ohio clinics is provided in this chart. Those outside of Ohio can follow the link to the Taxpayer Advocate's website to find additional resources.
If you want to see if there are additional avenues you can follow, contact a low-income taxpayer clinic at one of the clinics listed there if you're in Ohio, or you can follow the link to the Taxpayer Advocate's website. They can give you the information for LITCs across the country.